Hello everyone, we're Group 34 and we're here for our project show and tell number 1. So the agenda for our show and tell we'll be explaining all of the working modules that we've implemented so far. We'll discuss our MVVM design and architecture as a diagram. We'll discuss what happens next in the upcoming show and tell, and then we'll wrap it up with an app demo. Currently, with our app, we've implemented three things. We've implemented authentication, which was done by myself. This includes a sign-in and sign-up screen with a Firebase project that's offside. We also have a theme builder studio built by Amir, which allows the user to select fonts and color palettes as a base UI implementation. And lastly, we have settings implemented by Ella. So it provides us with app level and user settings. Currently, this is our architecture. The main centerpiece of this will be the Firebase integration or the Firebase service. So we have a service here which kind of acts as a singleton, and this communicates with the Firebase project that is configured outside of the app. So whenever we make any form of function calls regarding authentication is going to be done through the Firebase service, which invokes an API call to the Firebase project, which then results in a message payload, which can be delivered to all of the other views. So currently we have the sign in sign up view, the theme studio view, and the user settings view. And each of them have their corresponding view models for either like this like data logic that's configured or that works in conjunction with the Firebase service. So what to expect next for next demo? So we will be integrating the room database. So all of the themes and user settings will be persistent based on the user session. We'll also be improving on the camera inputs. So right now with the theme studio, we can only make themes manually, but we want to be able to input some photo, which will then parse some color palettes that the user would be able to use. And then lastly, we will try our best to improve the UI as much as possible as well. And that's what we have so far. So thank you, and we'll see you in the demo. All right, welcome back. This is our app. So when the user first launches into the app, they'll be greeted by this sign-in screen. So if you provide an email and a password, and it's a valid email and password, they'll be able to sign in and authenticate into the app. However, if the user doesn't have an account yet, they'll be able to have the option to sign up and provide their credentials, and then they'll be able to authenticate this way. For the purposes of this demo, we'll just continue with the sign up or the sign in. So let's say we have a valid user email called user1@aurapic.com. And let's say they input an invalid address. Let's say I input some junk here and I want to sign in. This is actually going to give us a validation message here that's saying that the credentials are incorrect. And this is coming from the Firebase message response. So we're not actually able to log in because this is not a registered user. However, if we want to provide a valid password regarding this email, we'll be able to sign in. It's going to say success, and then we'll be able to route into the app like this. So we're routed into the home page among many of the other tabs. We have a couple of items here. It's called item 0, item 1, item 2. These will actually be saved themes by the user. So right now we don't have database integration yet. So right now it's just placeholder called item 0, item 1, item 2. However, we can also actually filter based off of the title, and that'll help the user find their themes much easier. And that's something we've implemented for this component. We also have a camera component, which we still have to implement. We have the studio, which is kind of the main driver of this app, where the user can implement themes on their own or through a camera input or a photo from their gallery. So we have a field called title where the user can define the title of their theme, the font, as well as a series of colors that actually modify this preview here. And this basically visualizes the accents of this component given all of these colors. However, and right now it's just selecting random colors, but this will be replaced by a color selector in the future. However, if the user doesn't want to make their themes manually like this, they have the option to create randomized themes like this, and this will give them a randomized font as well as a series of color palettes as well, like this. And lastly, we also have settings, and this is going to display the user's information here. So I'm logged in as user one, and this is my email. We also have some app level settings here, such as dark mode, which is present app wide. We can also edit the profile. However, since there's no database integration yet, we won't be able to actually modify this yet. So this is still in progress. And lastly, we will be able to log out, and it'll route us back to the sign-in screen like this.